Good morning, everybody. My name is Mike at Filmboy24, and I hope you're in for a little treat. Well, or just this, a little bit of found film. Some really old found film, probably. Kodachrome. And I don't usually like it, but stay tuned. What's that? What is found film? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Found film is when you have really old rolls of film, like this one, kind of stuff that I don't really care too much about. This is Kodachrome KA-II, or the predecessor of Kodachrome K-40. And the reason I don't really like it is it's very difficult to get good viewable images out of it nowadays. If you're processing it and it was shot many moons ago, which is what I typically do because I don't really like to shoot that stuff now. Some people do, and more power to them. I've shot plenty of it. But in this particular case, we're going to attempt, well, not now because I already attempted it, to get some images out of this film that I purchased about 2 years ago. From eBay, from a seller on eBay in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. So I don't know if that's exactly where this film was shot, because as you'll see, it's kind of difficult to tell where it was shot, but we're gonna, you know, put it out there and maybe you recognize somebody from there, or maybe you recognize a location, or maybe you can just tell me what the heck is going on. So let me start by saying I processed this old film in HC110. That's a Kodak formula or developer, sort of a concentrate you add to water. Now I use a B formula, which is 31 parts water, let me get my other hand, and 1 part concentrate. See, I can't, because where would the concentrate go? And I did this roll of film for 3.5 minutes at about 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Not me, the chemicals were. But there's remjet on this stuff. Now anymore, this remjet's really tough to come off. This really a lot old film. So I used to do a pre-bath, and I have some you know, my mix that I like to use, but I don't do that a lot anymore with this particular old stuff, because I wasn't getting much of it off at the first stage of developing. So I now use it, or I now actually just take it off at the end, and I use a nice, you know, either my fingers if it comes off easy, or just a very soft, like a, what is that, microfiber cloth or something, and most of it comes right off. It's a tiny bit still on here that I didn't want to use a chisel, so I left it on there. Sometimes it's better to leave a tiny bit on there and not just completely destroy the film or the emulsion than to try to chisel the rest of it off. So with that, now you know what I do to get an image out of this. If you have an old roll of found film that says exposed on the side right here, that was in a camera or a camera bag because you bought an old camera and it had an old roll of film in it, and you want to know what's on it, we're going to show it right here on my channel if you send it to me. I'm not going to send it back to you, but I will send you a digital copy of the film if you want, and I'll process it and scan it and show it and all that stuff for free. Can't beat that. I'll even develop your film if you want, but I have to charge a little for that. So email me if you got some old film. I have quite a supply of this right now, so we have some found films to get through. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing because I have lots and lots of videos planned, and I have a couple 100 videos already uploaded. Check out the playlist. We have Cameraman Mike's sound film box set. That's all sound film from the 70s and 80s, this kind that was shot back in the day, and we're trying to kind of locate the people so we can get the film back to them. Check it out. And this is found film number 54. So without too much more of it, there it is right there. Now there's no edge code. I couldn't find an edge code because the film's a little foggy. This is very difficult to get images from. Let me show you what I got right now. as bad as that footage looked, as much fog and sort of just muddiness that there was to that footage, I'm really surprised that it looked that good. That's right. I'm surprised it looked that good. Let me say it again. That's right. I am so not good at being serious. But I am surprised that it came out that good, because I've done a lot of Kodachrome 2 and it never, ever comes out that viewable. I'm not sure what it is. We got fellas in cowboy hats there at the beginning, kind of filming from behind at the beginning. So I don't know what they're doing, what's going on. You see people, I don't know if it's a family reunion or an auction, but then you throw in some horseback riding and then some people, kids playing, and some bike riding and whatever that was at the end there. I don't know what all those people were doing, kind of marching out of that building with balloon animals, or they looked like they were carrying balloons or something. I don't know. If you guys can figure out what it is that all these people are doing, it's probably different events, different places maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's one event. A couple cool cars. I had fun doing it, and I hope you had an equal amount of fun watching it and watching Goofy guy displaying it. If you did, you can show me. I'm going to tell you how. Give me a second. That's how. You can tap the like button. It helps the whole, algorithm, YouTube thingamajig, more people get to see the found films. And I like to do a found film usually every single week. And I have enough of them backed up, kind of, probably for the next 2 years. So subscribe. See that right there? I don't, but you do, because it's actually not here for me, but it is for you. Okay. If you think I've earned it, how about subscribing? You'll never miss an episode of Found Film, because I don't think you want to ever miss an episode of Found Film. And until the very next time that I see all of your beautiful faces, look, it's right there on the mug. There it goes. Whoa, there it goes. There. I'll see all of you on the very next go-around.